wouldn't believe this. I just got in. There was a hospital. There was an ambulance entrance. It was wide open, and I just walked right in. Oh my God. I gotta stop talking.
Previously on the KP Watershed channel.
The plan for today is to go check out a Leicester City football game, and I can see the football stadium right up there, King Power Stadium. I'm excited. This is gonna be good. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm walking to the stadium and walk up to the front gates, and there are some fans starting to gather outside the players' entrance to the stadium to see players walking in. I walk over to that area and I'm hanging out there for a few minutes, and then I ask one of the guys there, "Do you know where to go to buy tickets? Do you know where the box office is?" And the guy's like,
"What? You don't have a ticket?"
And I'm like, no, I'm gonna buy a ticket here. And he's like,
"I don't think so. This club sells out every match. This one's been sold out for months. You're not going to be able to buy a ticket the same day as the match."
Oh, no.
What? So he's like, all right.
If they have any single tickets left for sale, I'm sure they aren't going to, but if they did, the box office is over there by the souvenir shop.
So I walk over to the box office. All right, so some bad news. This match is sold out. Apparently all the matches sell out way in advance, so I don't have a ticket. I asked at the gates, do they scalp tickets here? Can you buy one outside? And they were like, what's scalping? Let's get some cash first from the ATM and then see if we can find a scalper.
KP Watershed, America's favorite YouTube show.
So it's not looking too good. I don't know if this is gonna happen. Head back to the parking lot area outside the players' parking lot and see some of the same guys I talked to before and ask them too, do you think I'll be able to find any tickets from scalper or from people reselling tickets? Else I won't say scalpers. These guys say the exact same thing.
They put a stop to that years ago. You probably aren't going to find anyone, but I suppose if there's any of that going on, it would be further away from the stadium.
It's raining harder and harder. I'm losing faith. I'm starting to get really resolved to the fact that I'm probably going to wind up...
This is still before the game, though, right? Because you got there early?
This is still, about 2.5 hours before the game, and
okay.
I've got time to kill. That's the thing. I mean, what else have I got to do? And, I'm exploring a new place, taking some videos, whatever. I'm walking around the stadium, and again, who knows? Maybe there'll be a door that's left ajar. Maybe there'll be, a turnstile that's not guarded, a fence that's easy to climb over. Who knows, right? It's raining harder and harder, walking around the stadium. And the video footage of this is really not great, but there is video footage of it. And I'm glad there is, because it proves that it really happened. Because I feel like as I'm saying this, it almost seems too lucky to believe it really happened. But it's raining harder and harder. The few people who are in this parking lot are looking for cover under umbrellas, covered areas, whatever. Security guards, same thing. They're going to find their rain jackets or ponchos, hoodies, umbrellas, whatever. And all of a sudden I see this huge opening that just goes straight through the bowels of the stadium onto the field. I can see the green of the field. And I do a double what? How is that open? How is that just open like that? And what it was...
Are there people nearby?
There's nobody nearby. It just a straight walk straight onto the field with no security guards, nothing. When up until that point, every door had been guarded by security guards, 2 or 3. It doesn't make sense at first. And then I realized what it is. There's an ambulance entrance for if there's a serious injury on the field, they can drive an ambulance right straight onto the field and then drive them off.
But they don't have security there.
At this moment in time, whoever was responsible for guarding that gate was, I don't know, hungover, asleep, going to the bathroom. They weren't there. And I figure, hey, what the hell? I'll just go for it. I'll just walk right in. If someone stops me, I'll just be like, it started pouring, raining. I just wanted to get in and out of the rain. I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't be here. And I'll leave, whatever. I just, whatever. I got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
Walk right through. I can't believe this is happening, but 25 steps in, I'm basically standing on the field. And I look up around me, and there's a basically empty stadium. They have not opened the gates yet, so there's no fans in the stadium. All there is
How
is maybe...
early before the game is this? You started out by saying you were trying to get there early. How early is this?
It was about 2 hours before the start of the game. when this happened. So inside the stadium too, there's maybe a dozen security guards, or maybe they were janitors. I don't even know. Guys in stadium uniforms walking around in the stands, but nowhere near me. And there too, again, because this is an open stadium and it's just started raining, they're all like, they're all hustling away to get cover from the rain. So without thinking twice, I do the same. I just kind of look for the closest opening and just kind of hustle into a stairwell that heads down into like the concession area for some of the front row seats, like right by, I don't know, the corner of the stadium at which this ambulance entrance was. And I mean, I've got it. The video footage isn't great. It's very shaky, and I'm like shaking because I can't believe what's happening. And then I get the reaction of me being like, what the fuck just happened? How did this just happen?
You wouldn't believe this. I just got in. There was a hospital. There was an ambulance entrance. It was wide open, and I just walked right in. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta stop telling you. I can't believe that worked. I cannot. I gotta be quiet. It's been about 10 minutes. Sorry, someone just walked by down there, and so I really gotta be quiet here. So I walked in, and I was basically on the field, and there was security in the stadium. There's no fans here yet. They haven't opened up the stadium yet. So even though there was security inside the stadium and on the field, they didn't look at me, they didn't question it, and as quickly as I could, I ducked into a staircase, and that's where I am now. Up goes into the stands, down goes onto the field level, and I just gotta wait here and hope no one comes on these stairs until the match starts, and if I can do that, then I'm golden. I don't know if the security is usually this shoddy here. I don't know if I just got really, really lucky. It's ugly, rainy weather outside. Maybe as a result of that, the security's kind of not on their A game. I don't know. This shouldn't be allowed to happen. This isn't a new stadium, I don't think.
There I was, and all I had to do was hide out in this staircase for about an hour and a half.
There was just a horn. I think that means they're opening the stadium. So it's 2 o'clock, gates have opened, and I am in the clear. Unbelievable.
And once they did that, all the fans started coming in, and I just kind of got mixed up amongst the rest of the fans who came in the right way. And that was how I snuck into King Power Stadium and got to watch a professional football game for the first time in my life. And it was a great time. I had a blast.
Wait. I have more questions.
Okay.
Are they benches or are they seats? Like, are there numbered seats, and did you have to find one that nobody was in?
Great question.
Or did you move around? Like, how did anybody ever try to check your tickets?
They're numbered seats, and they had a helicopter deliver the ball. And I wanted to go to see that. Yeah, so I hear on the loudspeaker, everybody, if you want to see the helicopter come deliver the ball, head to your seats now, because that's about to happen. So I'm like, oh shit, I want to see that. So I get another beer and start walking up towards the entrance to go back down to the seats. And at the entrance, security stops me. And I'm like, oh shit. So they're like, hey, you can't bring that beer in here. The guy goes, it's not a rugby match, you know? So I sat down in an open seat, a great seat. For the first 15 minutes, nobody showed up in the seat, so I'm loving it. And we get into the flow of the game, and then finally somebody shows up, and they're like, hey, you're in my seat. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I am. So I walk up to the top. Now I'm scouting out for other open seats that are in other parts of the stadium. And finally I spot a block of like 3 open seats. It was a very good game. Yeah, the home team won 2-1. Jamie Vardy scored. And another thing that amazed me there was that betting on the game, gambling, is legal, and you can do it inside the stadium in the UK. They let me play. I'm still emailing back and forth with this freaking betting agency, but apparently they take your money when you place the bet, and then once you win, and say you're an American, then they're like, oh, sorry, we can't pay you your winnings. So that, it didn't quite work out in the long term, but in the moment, I thought I won those bets, and I had a great time.
Coming soon on the KP Watershed channel.
Oh, yeah! Come on!